Hey friends, it's Pastor Lee coming at you with your Midweek Check-In. As always, I hope this time finds you and your family happy and healthy and ready to face the rest of the week in the name of Jesus Christ. Friends, I have to confess to you that my heart is heavy today, weary. If you watch the news or surf the latest headlines online, then like me, you are inundated with the disturbing and depressing news of our day. More mass shootings, more deaths of young African American men at the hands of police, more unrest, more of everything. And it seems like that all of it is just dragging us down. But the news much closer to home really hit me hard this week. You may have seen the story on the news or on the front page of the Star-Telegram yesterday. It seems that a group of ninth graders in Aledo, a place I lived for 6 years and from which 2 of my kids graduated, a group of ninth graders created an online slave trade in which they virtually bought and sold students of color, their classmates. They were bought and sold for different amounts based on physical characteristics, popularity, and so on. I'm not clear about when exactly this was discovered, but the story indicated that the students involved have been disciplined, whatever that may mean. I suppose I'm grateful to know that, but I have to admit the story devastated me. First, because of the pure ugliness of it, but even more so because of my kids' reaction to it. Connor went to school there for 2 years. Emma was there for 6 years, grades 7 through 12, and neither of them were surprised by the story. They said they encountered and witnessed racism and racist and bigoted remarks all the time when they went to school there. Friends, that is devastating to me. Not just because my kids were exposed to that kind of hatred and prejudice every day, but because 26 years ago, I was convinced that my kids would be the first generation that would not inherit the plague of racial bigotry and prejudice. That they would be the first generation that would truly judge and be judged, not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And it is depressing to realize just how wrong I was. Because the truth is, I think that latent racism is more prevalent today than at any other time in my life. I want us to talk about this more on Sunday, but for today, I will simply say that it is past time for followers of Jesus Christ to stand up. It is past time for the church to stand up. Past time to stand up and say no. This will not stand. This will not endure. This is not of God. And we will not allow it, because we are all created in the image of God, and all means all. It is past time for those of us who are white to acknowledge the evil of racism and the reality of white privilege, and to honestly and fully engage both as people of faith. I know they are difficult conversations, uncomfortable conversations to be sure. But friends, it's the only way out. It's the only way forward. Because it's the only way that we will finally begin to see each other as God's children, to see each other through God's eyes. And like I said, we'll talk about this more on Sunday, and I want us to find ways to continue the conversation even past that. But for today, let me make a request of you. Today, let's all vow to pray for our sisters and brothers of color, because I can tell you they are hurting right now. And I will pray for you as well. But I thank you so very much for joining me today. God bless you all. God bless us all.